Hi everyone, hope you all are good. Welcome to the English Academy. This lecture is all about chapter 3 of the novel The Railway Children by Edith Nesbit, one of the very interesting novels by Edith. And before going towards explaining you this chapter in detail, I would like to give you a short recap of the last chapter that was titled as the Peter's Coal Mine, in which we came to know that the family of four now finally has been shifted into their new house, which is not that much lavish or comfortable, but still they are trying their best to cope up with the new situations, to make the environment even happier, and to make their each other's life easy. Anyway, the new chapter, which is chapter third of the novel, is titled as The Old Gentleman. So let's start and see what is this chapter all about. Chapter 3 of The Railway Children by Edith Nesbit introduces our daily waving routine with a friendly passenger, a secret reconciliation with railway staff, and a plea for help when their mother falls ill. It was a bit introduction of this chapter. The daily waving routine, the children, Peter, Bobby, and Phyllis name the 9:15 morning train the Green Dragon. Actually, there is a train which passes by the railway station at 9:15, and the children named that morning train the Green Dragon. A kind, well-dressed passenger in a first-class carriage, whom they call the old gentleman, waves back to them every day with a clean hand holding a newspaper. They pretended he might travel to where their absent father is and carry their love to him. Actually, children are very much interested or become very much happy when they saw that there is a railway station near their new house and the trains passes by the station day and night, right? So they actually love to wave the train or the passengers in the train. So it's now become their habit, and they used to wave a first class passenger whom they call the old gentleman, and the old gentleman also waved them back holding a newspaper, right? They pretend or they imagine that he is carrying the good wishes or the love to their absent father who is not there. Ra- Railway friendships and mother's illness. This is the very first key point of this chapter. Peter feels shy around the station master because of his past coal mining, or you can say stealing adventure, but relations ease. Mother falls seriously ill with influenza, and the family runs out of money to buy the expensive food and medicine the doctor ordered. Desperate, the children write a frank letter to the old gentleman explaining the mother is sick and they lack money and father is away. Actually, their mother seriously fell ill, and the second trouble was that they were running out of money. They had no money to buy the medicines which doctor prescribed, and also they were not having the money to buy the food. So, what children thought they actually wrote the letter to the old gentleman asking for help, telling him about their family's situation. Then comes the old gentleman's generosity. They hand the note to the old gentleman through the train window at the station. That evening, Perks, the porter, arrives at their back door with a large hamper sent by the old gentleman. The box contains all the requested medical comforts plus extra luxuries like fresh food and wine to help mother recover. In chapter 3 of The Railway Children, the children Bobby, Peter, and Phyllis find themselves drawn irresistibly to the nearby railway despite a previous misadventure involving coal. They develop a routine of observing the trains that pass by, even naming them with their favorite, the 9:15 train, affectionately nicknamed the Green Dragon. During their wait for this train, they engage in playful conversations about their father who is away and fantasize about sending their love to him through the train. Their waving eventually catches the attention of a kind looking old gentleman who begins to wave back, fostering a sense of connection between them. So there was only this connection between old gentleman and these children, that the children waved him and he waved them back. As they gain more freedom to explore their surroundings, the children become aware of their mother's busy writing, and they cherish the small joys that come from her success, such as enjoying buns from the local baker. One day, while Peter is tasked with purchasing buns, he encounters the station master and confronts his guilty feelings about the coal stealing incident. To his surprise, the station master is forgiving and friendly, which lifts Peter's spirit and redeems their prior encounter. Actually, after stealing the coal, with whom Peter named as mining, he himself felt guilty and he was sorry for this from the station master. And after that, they were having a very good relationship between each other. And also the station master is very forgiving one. That day they chose to visit the station, a place filled with fascination where they receive warm interactions from the porter and even gain insights about trains. The chapter takes a more serious turn when their mother falls ill, prompting the children to seek help. They reach out to the old gentleman for assistance after sending him a letter explaining their situation. Graciously, he responds with a hamper full of provisions, ensuring their mother has what she needs to recover. Now, the old gentleman proves to be a very generous man, and he even sends a hamper containing all the essentials, all the requirements made by the children in order to get their mother recovered from the illness as soon as possible. The children delight in their small triumph of having sought help despite their earlier difficulties, in strengthening their bond not only with their mother but also with the supportive strangers around them. The sense of community and goodwill is underscored by the children's desire to keep the sources of their aid a secret from their mother until she regains her health. Actually, all this plan which was made by the children is still concealed from their mother. Mother does not know about anything. They want their mother first to get recover, and then they will be uh, telling this all plan to their mother. So it was all from this chapter, The Old Gentleman, in which we came to know that this old gentleman, which actually is a passenger of the first class carriage, is being very helpful to these children. Children's mother was ill and they had nothing to buy medicines. So what they thought to get or seek help from old gentlemen. So they wrote a letter, and which actually reaches to the old gentleman. They handed over it to him through the train window, and old gentleman in return helped them with whatever they required or asked in the letter. And porter was the one who actually sends or delivers the hamper to their house. I hope that this chapter is clear to everybody, but still if you have any confusion you can ask me in comment section. And for the explanation of chapter 4, you need to watch the video that has been posted on the channel. Till next time, take a very good care of yourself. Bye bye.